friends, it's your girl, Becca Sarah. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing fine. So today I am doing a recap on a remake of the live action version of Lilo and Stitch. So for all of my Disney kids, Disney adults, fans that are huge on the animated movie that came out on Disney Channel in 2002, and then the TV series that came right after that. This one is for you. So overall, I'm gonna first go and give Disney applause because the last remake that they did wasn't that great. And yes, I'm talking about Snow White. You could check out my page on acouplecritics.com to hear my review on that. I'm not gonna go completely into detail what my thoughts and opinions were, but yeah. Anyway, so on with the movie. I am going to discuss everything, what I liked, what I didn't like, if there's anything that I didn't like, etc., etc. Also, like the marketing team. So what I'm gonna say first off is I did not hate this movie. I liked this movie a lot. Compared to Snow White, where there were things that I had issues with, I didn't have any issues with this movie at all. I give this movie a very high rating on my charts in general. I think Disney did a great job with this movie compared to Snow White, and this is where I'm like, there you go, Disney. I love you. I'm a Disney kid, a Disney teenager, Disney adult now. This is what I'm talking about. And all over before I saw the movie, it was like the number one movie. And I know a lot of companies do that, like when their movies are doing successful, and they deserve to put it's the number one movie out there. It is, because it's phenomenal. I remember after I parked my car and I saw people going out of the theater, and I saw them with with stuffed animals of Stitch, and I'm like, oh, they went to see the movie. I asked people how was the movie. They were like, it's phenomenal, it's great, it's fantastic. The movie theater I went to, they had multiple theaters showing the live action of Lilo and Stitch, and the capacity, like how many sold tickets, were between 90 or sold out. So for its opening weekend, it's done phenomenal compared to Snow White. And that's not me giving you my review on Snow White, that is just me telling you the facts of how Snow White compared to Lilo and Stitch overall, and like how much money it made. I believe Lilo and Stitch will give Disney back the money they lost from Snow White, which is good. And I think also that it probably will profit, meaning like they will have even more money because of this movie. And this movie has the majority of the cast, maybe the crew as well, but I'm pretty sure cast with people from the AAPI community, and that stands for Asian American Pacific Islanders. And because this month is May, it's also Asian American and Pacific Islander month. So it's a great month for this to be put out. They did have people remake like the theme song that you know from Lilo and Stitch, who also are in the AAPI community. And I did see an interviewer, them being interviewed and being like, oh, I'm so excited to like redo it in my own way. So that was really cool as well. Next thing I want to talk about, which is probably going to be like a big chunk of this, and I'm going to talk about the marketing campaign. Disney's marketing team did a phenomenal job overall with marketing Lilo and Stitch. If you did not see it online anywhere, you probably at least saw like the Super Bowl commercial where the announcer was like, what's that little like blue dot right there running with the football? And then they zoom in and it's Stitch. Oh, hilarious, phenomenal. Also, if you go on all of Disney's Instagram's accounts, you will see Stitch here and there. You will see Stitch randomly popping in a commercial or a like ad or a trailer. And you're like, because Stitch, he's mysterious. He likes causing chaos, so he's gonna put him stuff that he's not in. There's like a couple of things on Instagram from like different like movie posters that Disney has released, like from Cinderella and all the other Disney princesses. That Stitch is just there. Like, for example, for Cinderella, it has her glass slipper, and Stitches try to put on the glass slipper, and it's like, if the shoe fits, and etc. You know, any like famous Disney movie poster, Stitches right there. And one Instagram account from Disney that literally is getting like hijacked, like to the point that I feel like it's getting leaked, like Stitch took control over it, and that is the Lion King, the Broadway Instagram page, because they have a post, and instead of it being Simba being raised up by Rafiki, it's literally Stitch, and then their thumbnail, their profile picture is not Lion King at all. It's the Lion King original photo, but then where you would see the Lion King and anything resembling the Lion King, Stitch is right there. It's like Stitch, which I thought was hilarious. Like, whatever the marketing team is doing, and is going to continue doing until Lilo and Stitch is out of theaters, is great. I hope they have him hack all of the like either like any Disney on Broadway or Disney movie, whatever, XYZ. It's phenomenal. They A+ on the marketing team, and that's also gonna boost my score of this movie as well, because phenomenal job. I feel like a lot of people are gonna go to the movie theaters this weekend, opening weekend, and people are going to continue going more and more to see this movie, to see like oh, what changed, what did it? Okay, as a Disney adult, I have seen all of the live action movies that have been released. Some of them I hated or disliked or thought was so, and some of them I loved. And I feel like Disney does a good job in making live action movies when they don't cut a lot of things out from the original and they make things clarify, and then some things like, okay, if they took something out, it doesn't hinder the movie, or if they add something, it doesn't hinder the movie at all, or make it you be like, huh, why'd you do that, why is it this way, why, huh, like, no. And I'm happy to report, like, this one wasn't like that. I wasn't like, why did they do this, why did they do not that. I am going to give a little bit of spoiler, so spoiler alert. With Lilo's older sister, they did add a little tidbit about how she's really good at surfing. She went to surf school, and that also they had Nani be like wanting to be a marine biologist, and how she had a full ride scholarship to be a marine biologist, which I thought was a very cool thing to add. Yes, there was like some things removed, but I don't think those things that were removed hindered the story that much, in my opinion. Like, yes, like these things were cut out, and if you've seen the original movie and the TV show, you know what those things are. But like, if you haven't, then you're not missing a big chunk story that is very significant, in my opinion. Like I said, I am a 90s kid. I grew up with these movies. All these Disney movies in general, I've seen a lot of them, and I've seen a lot of their live actions, if they have a live action. And because I grew up with the animation, I prefer the animation ones because that's what I grew up on. But like, with someone that grew up with the majority of the like live action, they might prefer that, which is fine. But overall, like, I feel like, is it like necessary to make the live action, like a live action one? It's not like something like of importance. Like, if my thing is, if it's done correctly, which Lilo and Stitch has been done correctly, so has Cinderella and countless others, then it's fine for me. I will go watch it over and over again, because I do have Disney Plus. I will watch it over and over again. But if it's done poorly, like Snow White, then it's something I'm like, no, I will pass on. In general, I would say, like, go see this movie in theaters. You won't regret it. Yes, I know movie tickets are expensive. Depending on the day, like, it could be between $13 and $18 per person. But it's worth it. Grab your friends, a loved one, and come and go see this movie. It's worth it. You'll have some nostalgia back when you were younger. Like, another point, like, the last time, like, the first time I saw like Lilo and Stitch, I'm not gonna say how old I was, but like it was 2003. I was watching it, and I watched this series as a little girl, loved it, and then watching it, the live version, I was like, oh, I remember this part, 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 and you're just like thinking, you're going back to like when you were a child, and then you're seeing like people bring their children and be like, oh, see, now they're having a new moment here. But overall, like for me, I thought this was a good movie. There was nothing negative with the cast that I saw, like read or anything, and just like letting you guys all know, I do not look at any spoilers or anything before seeing these movies. I watch these movies without reading any reviews, watching any videos of the reviews. I read and watch the reviews afterwards, and then if I have a tidbit of like, oh, this happened or this happened, then that's where I add on and have another part that's like that I have to add to the original video. So me, in general, I saw this opening weekend. So on the 24th of May is when I saw this, and I just want to add this last tidbit as well. I know that Cass and his daughter saw this as well on opening day, which was Friday the 23rd. I know he posted his review. I haven't read his review. I don't know if he liked it and if his daughter liked it. I don't know their opinions and thoughts on the movie in general, so we might have different opinions, but again, it's our own opinion. I might have liked it a lot, he might have thought it was okay, we both might have both liked it a lot. I don't know, actually. I haven't read his review on it yet, but overall, like, if Disney keeps their remakes how they did Lilo and Stitch, and then the marketing how they did Lilo and Stitch, and not having any cast dramas or people playing roles and then bashing the roles, and then were fan of the big, like, that was their favorite princess, and then like bashing that, no drama like that. I think overall they'll do good with the live actions. I also want like Disney to continue doing the animation movies as well and keep doing that, but live action, like if they don't have any like new ideas in the top of their head, them doing like the remakes is okay, but do it justice. Don't do a weird thing with their songs. Leave the songs as they are, which they did, which I like they left the songs how they are. They kept the story how it is. They might have added some things and then removed some things, but which was fine. I did not was like, where is this? Where is that? Like, I wasn't as, why is this? Like, I wasn't like mad after watching it. The movie in general, before I give you my rating, it made me, which is probably what, like how I'm not as hyper as usual, is it made me, there was a lot of times in the movie I was laughing, reminiscing of when I was young, and also I was crying for joy a lot of times. during the film as well. So me in general, just like side note, like I am an emotional person, especially in movies. Like if someone dies, or if someone gets married, or if a dog dies or anything, I start crying. But this has been because I haven't cried a lot doing like movies recently, because something like the movies I've watched so far hadn't had anything like that occurred. But this movie in general, like, baby, happy cry. It's especially like towards the end, when if you've seen the TV show and the movie, you would know, like, when Stitch was said, "Ohana" means family, and that made me start crying. So, and my rating for the live action for Lilo and Stitch is a 4 out of 5. My rating for Lilo and Stitch is a 4 out of 5. I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!